If at any point I look bald in this video, it's because my hair literally blends into the background and you can't see it. It is so bad. Hey, I'm Chloe, and basically 2 years ago I made a video called 18 Things I Learned in 2018. Hey, so this is a video of 16 things I learned in 2016. I'm now 21, it's 2019, and we've learned too much. So this is an updated video called 12 Things I've Learned in the Last 2 Years. So before we start, you can definitely watch this and be like, how didn't you know that? Or you can watch it and maybe learn something. Maybe not, I don't know, I don't care, but let's start. So 1, the world is really small. I didn't know a lot of people before, now I feel like I know maybe a few more, and they all just seem to know each other. So if you think you're leaving like a school, a job, a city, the country to like leave behind you, leave behind your problems, leave behind people you know, maybe you're not. So try and just make choices that make you happy everywhere you go. So 2, I love posting videos on Instagram until people talk about it in real life. And I get all like insecure, like I don't know what that's about, but it really ruins the magic of the videos when you meet me, talk about it, and I'm like, ew, like. 3, if you scream you don't care, people probably won't believe you. If you scream you're not mad, people probably also won't believe you aren't mad, so yeah. Okay, so 4, quitting opens doors. People always say it closes doors, but like quitting opens doors to sleep. Quitting opens doors to jobs you might actually like, with bosses that are nice people. The 5th thing I've learned is that Gymshark sucks and Zaful rocks. I bought leggings from Gymshark, I put them on and I literally laughed because they look so bad, but Zaful really pulls through for me, highly recommend. 6, boys can't solve your problems. I know society paints out that way and I mean like that's bad, but it'd be so much easier if boys could solve your problems. They're so much more accessible than like mental health support and therapy, but they don't, so then you're just there with boys and your problems, and that really sucks. 7, change who people are to you. If someone's not being a friend, don't think of them as a friend, and you guys don't know each other or anything, and you don't have to be mad at each other all the time. You can just be like, well, that's an acquaintance, and you're obviously going to be friendly to them because people are nice if you don't have expectations. 8, don't drink all the wine at a wine tasting. Me and my friend had just turned 19 and we were in Greece. I'll just insert a picture of the wine we had. I mean, we paid for it, so we drank it. It was honestly one of the best nights of my entire life, so I mean maybe, but you're not supposed to do it. So 8 would be you're not supposed to drink all the wine at a wine tasting. 9, if you think you're the only person that feels a certain way, you're definitely not. And once you realize that about your problem, it gets a lot easier to move past it. Like breakups, if you don't like a movie, there's definitely someone else that doesn't like it, even if everyone else would roast you for it. Literally once I'm still upset about it. Once I said I didn't like La La Land and I got like roasted and I was like, 10, I can't sing. I was like genuinely convinced I like wasn't good at singing, but I could sing. Like I could be like discovered and they could auto-tune me a little bit and I'd be good to go. But like it just can't. It sucks. I landed at karaoke, which is like the worst place because everyone was like filming it and like snapping it, and I had to watch them back and be like. The 11th thing I've learned is that Instagram lives are funny until people watch them. Once I started one time only, and I was seeing names pop up and I was like, and I literally whipped my phone across the room and made someone else stop it for me. The last thing I've learned is the really good way to solve problems is chill, call a friend, no one cares, and you really shouldn't either. A lot of the times I just call my friend Taylor and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not gonna give an example. It's really nice to just like talk to one person. You don't have to go and like tell your problems to everyone, but tell like one person. They can kind of be like, you're really being crazy. And you're like, oh yeah, I really am being crazy. And you can kind of get over it. But yeah, so that was 12 things I've learned in the last 2 years. Maybe you learned something, maybe you're like, wow, you really need to learn some more things.